What's good, YouTube? It's your boy LB Dino. I appreciate you checking out the vid. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, you know this is my favorite shit in the world. Shocking UFO admission cover up by media. My boy Sagar is back on the case. We know them UFOs is real, and they hiding from us. They hiding that from us. Let's get into it.
All right, Saga, what are you looking at?
Well, December 16th is passed, a few days ago. You probably didn't really think too much about it, but in reality, it was actually a very important date for those interested in the UFO topic, as my friend Jeremy Corbell reminded me. It's 5 years to the day since the New York Times first published one of the most extraordinary admissions of our lifetime. UFOs, or UAPs, whatever they want to call
UAPs.
them, they're real. They're video and credible accounts of seeing them inside the Pentagon.
You even want to talk about UAPs. Like, why would you even try to rebrand UFOs? Come on, my nigga. We all know what they are. UFOs. That's what we all recognize them as. All this UAP or whatever the next thing is they gonna come up with. Relax, bro. White people always trying to change something up, make something more new.
There's been, of course, fierce debate on the UFO topic since the publication of that article. Are the pilots deluded? Was it equipment malfunction? Was it a failure? Does it have a terrestrial explanation like China or Russia? Is it the U.S. government? The point, though, is that since the publication of that article, a genuine sea change has occurred here in Washington, where public pressure and an inside campaign by pissed-off Navy and Air Force aviators has forced the issue so far forward that we know more today than arguably at any time since the Roswell incident in 1947. However, as always, with the UFO topic, we have our chief foe in trying to learn more about possibly one of the most important things facing humanity today. Almost since the day of Roswell, the Pentagon, through its initial Project Blue Book and many other secret programs, has done its best to cover up UFO information from the American public, smearing pilots, believers, and sighters, obfuscating evidence, spinning the institutional media to direct the interest in the topic.
Like they do with everything. They smear you, they tear you down, and they don't tell you the facts. We know the facts, Brody.
Towards things that they can at least control, or at the very least push the public away from curiosity. Since the publication of that Times article, their hand has now been forced by Congress. Congress, of course, had its interest piqued in what the Pentagon was hiding, and has since mandated the release of 2 separate reports from the Pentagon asking what it knows about UFOs. Those reports themselves have been shrouded in misdirection and in media campaigns, but bears reviewing them both on its face.
Nigga, Congress ain't really about that action, bro, because they would have been on their heads still, son.
The first was extraordinary, because the Pentagon basically admitted, in at least 18 known instances, UFOs demonstrated an advanced technology unknown to human science, that they have zero information to explain it at all. But of course, that's not how the Pentagon spun it. They went their pet outlets at the New York Times and got the headline that they wanted. Government report finds no evidence that UFOs were alien spacecraft, they blared, which was then picked up by several outlets. What they failed to mention is that they also found no evidence for or against. They just didn't find anything. That seems pretty important to point out. Now, despite their machinations, they failed again, and Congress demanded even more, resulting in another report that actually dropped this October. Again, the Times gained early access to this classified document, and they spun it in the way that the Pentagon wanted. Quote, many military UFO reports are just foreign spying or airborne trash, that it reads, revealing a couple of insane things. Number one, apparently Chinese-made drones are frequently flying over U.S. airspace and U.S. nuclear facilities all the time. That is crazy on its own. It also offered some possible terrestrial explanations for the original 2017 videos. But furthermore, it still admitted some pretty extraordinary things. Number one, many UFO sightings have conventional and even foreign spying explanations, but many don't have any at all. And as I wrote at the time, quote, nobody in the UFO community has ever disputed many of these incidents have conventional explanations. They have always been focused on the 0.1%, which are fantastic mysteries. And the Pentagon wants this narrative out there so they don't face public and/or congressional pressure. As always, though, they are masters of the game. That's why when the entire discourse was on fire about Elon banning journalists and whether posting publicly available flight data is doxing, another amazing event happened right here in Washington that nobody's noticed. The Pentagon...
Let me find out Elon alien ass a part of the cover-up. He did all that shit so niggas wouldn't notice this.
Convened a hand-picked list of journalists and decided to talk just a little, only for 20 minutes or so, about the UFOs on the record, what is known or not. I went through that transcript and I was astounded by some of the admissions. First is this, a question posed to the new head of the Pentagon UFO Task Force. Does any of the incidents that you're looking at represent a threat to U.S. national security? His response was an unequivocal yes. Next
What?
The Pentagon then is also not just reviewing the 144 originally described incidents that it can't explain. It now has, quote, several hundred that don't bear any human or known explanation under review. That is also a new definition of UAP or UFO. The Pentagon is expanding its search into past incidents.
You know
to
it's the
even
real.
include, quote, submerged and transmedium objects which fly or move underwater. And then finally, my personal favorite.
That's where
it's
the
an
niggas
answer
is
on the
at.
question of
Everybody knows them niggas is in the ocean. We don't know what the hell is down in that ocean because we can't go that far as deep as maybe alien could. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we know where them niggas is really at. But they rather war with each other and fight with each other with stupid shit instead of finding out how we could get down there and see what the hell is down there. You know what I'm saying? We know what the real is.
whether the Pentagon...
You know the reason of that. Niggas is they probably don't want to go down there because they know down there is some ish. That might, you know what I'm saying? Tear this shit up.
has any evidence of alien life or evidence from past crash landings. The new head hedged his answer very carefully, saying, quote, in terms of holdings that I have seen, holdings that we have gone through, I have not yet seen anything in those holdings to date that would suggest there has been an alien visitation or an alien crash. Note the operative word that I have seen. Also, by definition, what did he just admit? There are holdings. Of what kind? He does not elaborate. He even admitted there are, quote, many compartmented programs.
Okay, Saga, break it down.
Years that are charged with, quote, such holdings. It's extraordinary stuff here. And to finalize, what does the media go with? You already know. Headline from the Washington Post. No alien life discovered on Earth, Pentagon says. It's almost comical at this point. They say they have no evidence for it. There's also none against it either. The truth is, we just don't know. All we're left with right now, questions,
we know, nigga.
Mysteries. Will we ever really know the answer? Probably not, honestly.
Yeah,
but
probably not.
You got to keep pressing. It's just too interesting of a thing to let go. I really enjoyed reading through that transcript.
So yeah, what they was really saying is he never saw it. So he heard about it, he knows about it, but they haven't shown him the actual shit. So that shit is super classified and locked down. Only a few people could see what all that type of shit. You know they got them type of machines and all that shit. But if who the hell was it?
Question of whether the Pentagon has any evidence of alien life or evidence from past crash landings. The new head hedged his answer very carefully, saying, quote, in terms of holdings that I have seen.
You know what I'm saying? But he probably knows about something or he's heard of something. You know what I'm saying?
Holdings that we have gone through. I have not yet seen anything in those holdings to date.
Wait,
what? Anything in the holdings that we have gone through. I have not yet seen anything in those holdings to date that would suggest there has been an alien visitation or an alien crash.
Yeah, buddy. Niggas think they slick. Saga smart, you know what I'm saying? He catching all them words that they saying. You haven't seen it, but you know about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, though. Keep on their heads, and we gonna find out the truth. Don't worry about it. They can't hold it back forever. You know what I'm saying? One of these little niggas gonna slip up. Can't be. That's probably why he the head, because he could word that shit perfectly like that. But yo, let's get into the next reaction. Church.